Hello and welcome to the iPhone 7 rant. Now I know this is a dead horse, but it still needs addressing. Now Apple has always made bold pushes for new technologies that perhaps weren't accepted at the time. An example of this was the iPad. When it was released, it was seen as a useless product that wasn't small enough to fit in your pocket, nor powerful enough to compete with laptops. The iPad ended up redefining the tablet market and creating a whole new industry. Now that was innovation. But this is the polar opposite of innovation. Apple have deliberately removed a feature in order to force people to drop another £100 as a requirement. The Lightning to headphone jack port is clunky and actually reduces audio quality. Lightning headphones options are sparse and they suffer too much from audio quality issues again. It also means that you can't charge your phone and listen to music at the same time. Now I could understand this choice if Apple had included the wireless pods with the phone. I could understand this choice if there are a few new features or a new feature that really needed that tiny extra bit of space. But Apple have done this purely to make money and purely to screw over the consumer. The removal of the jack makes the device significantly easier to waterproof, and in the space where it was, a barometric vent, which is a fancy way of saying there's sod all there. Let's talk about new features, or perhaps the lack of them. Water resistant. Yeah, catch up Apple. A 3-year-old feature and at that done badly, with only an IP67 rating compared to IP68 on Samsung's 6-month-old Samsung S7 and S7 Edge range. Better camera. Oh, come on, please Apple. Nobody is going to notice the difference between this one and the last one. New colours. Wow, it comes in black this year. How innovative. A real leap forward in the smartphone market. No other manufacturers have ever done this before. Better processor and 3GB of RAM. That's just so powerful. How does Apple do it? Now you can really experience the power of 2014. Memory. So, the jet black colour is only available on the more expensive models of the iPhone, specifically the 128GB and 256GB models. And how much money do they make on the memory upgrade options, you ask? You know, they only make a 1000% markup on them. I mean, that's not too much, right? It's not as if you can buy any flagship Android smartphone and just put in microSD cards at a tenth of the price. No, surely not. Now think, how much does it cost Apple to research an iPhone, design an iPhone, get the parts for the iPhone, manufacture an iPhone, ship an iPhone to stores and sell it to the consumer? Of a $649 iPhone, Apple spends a mere $200 at the very most on each unit, giving Apple a profit margin of a whopping 70%. Now look at Samsung. They're happy to have a 15% cut. No other smartphone manager even comes close to the amount of money that Apple likes to take directly out of consumers' pockets. Apple pushes for the absolute cheapest supply of their iPhones. All their products are manufactured in China, where undercover investigations have revealed human rights offences and dangerous working environments time and time again, with workers forced to do 12-hour shifts 6 days a week. And there have been countless deaths from chemical poisoning and exhaustion. And when Apple is asked about these issues, the smiling face of Tim Cook turns around and calmly says, "It's not our fault. Our suppliers are the issue. We've tried really hard to rectify this." Yet Apple continues to push for cheaper and cheaper labour. A report by a human rights organisation, the CLW, found that Apple had the greatest control of working conditions among all actors in its supply chain. The CLW also found that working conditions were largely unchanged since the last major investigation in 2013. And nobody says anything. Don't, for the love of God, buy an iPhone 7. By not doing so, you are supporting consumers, the technology industry, innovation, and most importantly, upholding human rights. This has been the iPhone 7 rant, and I'm SuperDrive. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. It really helps. Cheers. Don't, for the love of God, buy an iPhone 7.